Hi, my name's Vlad. I'm one of the co-founders and the CEO at Turtle. One of the things I spend a lot of my time doing is wireframing. I'm still heavily involved in the UX and product development process at Turtle, and one of the highest leverage ways that I'm able to make an impact on the team is by wireframing. I'm able to communicate my ideas quickly and clearly, and have others in the team understand them quickly and clearly. I've seen a lot of software be made by a lot of different teams, and almost every time I've seen the time it takes to wireframe turn into 10x that amount of time in professional design, turn into 10x that amount of time in professional software development. So if you and your team spend 1 hour wireframing something, that'll easily become 10 hours spent designing, and that'll easily become 100 hours spent developing. If you think of software as this multi-step process that goes from idea to design to front end, wireframing is at the very first start of that. Wireframing is sketching. Wireframing is drawing. Wireframing is trying to describe an idea in the simplest way possible by using the tools and software that you're most comfortable in sketching or describing an idea. It can come in the form of a hand sketch, something done in professional design software. I've seen people even wireframe using spreadsheets and all kinds of other things that they're more familiar with. But most importantly, it's getting an intangible idea and being able to communicate it tangibly to others that you might be working with. One of the best things about wireframing is anyone can learn to do it. Product managers, developers, business owners, just about anyone can learn the process, and just about anyone can be a significant contributor to the software development process after they've learned to wireframe. It is so easy to learn to wireframe. If you just take a screenshot of your favorite app or product and then recreate it using as few elements and shapes as possible, whether that's with design software or just a hand sketch, you're wireframing. One of the biggest mistakes I see when people first start learning to wireframe is that they try to wireframe on their own startups, on their own baby. That's really hard to do because you should be focused on learning the technical skill first before being faced with all the decisions you have to make when working on your own product. Once you've learned the mechanics of wireframing, then absolutely feel free to apply it to your own products, but I wouldn't mix the two. I would first learn the technical parts of wireframing, actually creating shapes and making it easy to see priority. And then once you've done that and you feel comfortable with that, then go ahead and start wireframing your own products. Once you've actually built software, it's really hard to edit and erase. Companies do it all the time, but it's expensive. You need to involve your designers, developers, product managers. Once something is set, it's really hard to move it. Wireframing is really cheap, flexible, and easy. It's almost like a pencil sketch. You can just erase it, you can just redraw it. But once something moves to the stages of professional design, or eventually to the stages of being built into live software, it gets much more complicated, much more expensive to edit. People have been building skyscrapers in cities and buildings for a very long time, and nobody in their right mind would build a skyscraper without first making a blueprint. Software is also very expensive, so why would somebody build software without first making a wireframe? If you liked what you just saw, I'd recommend practicing wireframing. Stay tuned for other content from the Turtle team around software development best practices.